Hey, all right, welcome back for another episode of Raff's Brain. I am your host, Rob Raffety. This is a show about things that are interesting to me. This particular episode is Riffin with Raff, back for, I want to say it's episode, your fifth time? Fourth or fifth time. We don't know. We've lost track. He's definitely in the upper echelon of guests. Return visitor, Code H, in the house. We just had an extraordinary little adventure here. So let's go back to tee things up. For those of you who have been watching, I know the tens of legions of fans out there, you know that Cody and I have been reminiscing about nostalgia. And then we have been talking about our passion or curiosity for the flip life. There's a thing happening in the world. It's been going on for a long time. I mean, probably as early as humans have been around.
Probably.
Hey, I see something I want. I have something you want. Let's trade it. Yep. And let me grab that and arbitrage. I'll get something more value for it somewhere else. The internet took it to the next level with eBay and other things like that. But live auctions have been around for a long time. Now there's a whole new product potential to do stuff online, live shopping like QVC on social media. Anyway, when did you first get into this stuff? Do you have any memory at all when you did you ever go to an auction as a kid? Hey, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've been to a handful of auctions. More so recently than when I was a kid.
I didn't go as a kid. Why would you go as a kid? You don't have any money?
But my parents never went, so why would I have went?
All right, so the bottom line is Cody really inspired me because you're more this than I am. You've got the three people you follow.
Right.
So
Cincinnati Picker is one of them.
Cincinnati Picker.
Froggy Flips.
And
Harry Tornado.
Who is very entertaining.
He's the GOAT right now.
And these are all people on Whatnot? Or
well,
YouTube. They're on many platforms. This is the challenge. They have followings. They have people that are interested in what they're doing.
Harry Tornado has moved from eBay to Whatnot, where they do the majority of their sales. Cincinnati Picker, I think he sticks with Facebook Marketplace and eBay still. And Froggy Flips, he does a little bit of everything. I'm not so sure he's into Whatnot as much yet, but he does.
Oh, he's missing out. We're gonna beat him to the Whatnot game. We're gonna become the kings of Whatnot. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna have fun with it. Here's the deal, folks. You might be able to see in the background, maybe this way or that way.
Blue roof.
We're here in downtown 26201, North Central West Virginia, small Mayberry-like town called Buckhannon, West Virginia, our stomping grounds of our youth, and for some of us, our adult life as well. There's a Goodwill down the street here, which has an array of very nice products at a very low cost. And so to get into the flip life, you go to a place like that and you kind of find some items that you think might have a secondary value, right? Like maybe I could put these on an auction on Whatnot. Turn a small profit, and we're gonna see it. We're gonna learn. I just spent about $75 on numerous items. I'm gonna show them to you real fast, and I want all of you to join Whatnot. I'm gonna put the links in the show notes. You need to sign up for Whatnot. It's an app. You need to kind of watch some auctions, get excited about it. You need to enter your credit card, all your information, and then maybe in the next couple of weeks, TBD. There's a lot of other like moving pieces here. We're gonna host our very first Whatnot live auction. I'm signed up and ready to go, folks. I just have to get.
And what's great about Whatnot is you set a base price, like $2 per item. That's the starting price. 15 seconds per item. Auction, go.
It's so rapid fire, dude.
You can crank out volume.
And that's going to be a fascinating experience. I'll say before I start showcasing our extraordinary items, I want to say I'm a little anxious that no one will tune into our show, and therefore, if only one of you comes, you could probably have any of these items for like $1, which I'm gonna set them at a rate where I won't totally take a bath on this experience. But you never know who's gonna pop their head in. That's the thing about Whatnot. It's a global platform. Anybody can be on it, and you'll see there's a certain. It wasn't intentional, but there was a certain flavor of products that I ended up prioritizing. Anyway, if we could break them into categories, let's start with our hats. This was one that Code H found. Now, on the face of it, looks like an Andy cap or an Angus Young hat, you know. It's like a little English hat. What do they call those? Derbies hats or something?
Got a little shamrock on the back here.
Little shamrock on the back. That might be the first thing that Code H said, hey, there might be something going on here. Then he took a look inside. This is actually a very high quality. Is this wool? It's a wool cap. Boston Scally Co. And you look that up, those are
Yeah.
retail $75, $80.
Yeah, I don't know if you can put some comps on the screen when you go to.
Ooh, you're asking for a lot of editing here. We're gonna see what we can do. I may be able to work it in.
Yeah.
This was sold here for $6. Now we did notice a challenge. It's a medium large, so it's not going to fit everyone's head, but still, pretty nice little product. A great way to start our picking.
Agreed.
And so I picked that up. And on the way out, kind of like this is the bookends, right? Because this is one of the last things I picked up on the way out. Almost by appearance alone. This is a trucker hat, so it's got that like nostalgic old school plastic cheap mesh. But look at this. What is that? That's called a piper.
It's a piper, yeah.
And there's a whole like cultish following about pipers. I happened to look this up, and one of these recently sold. Not this specifically, but something kind of akin to it for like $25 on eBay. So it costs here $4.99. I'm gonna try to flip it for like $7, $8, $10. That'd be a win for me.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
I think it's a little vintagey to it. I think there's some age to this. I don't know. Maybe not, but we'll see.
Those are our hats.
If anything, it's kind of cool.
So that's the hat collection. It's not really a collection, just a couple. Maybe I'll bring in a couple. I have some at my house I might bring into this too.
I have some as well if you want.
Okay, so we're gonna step it up.
All right.
All right, so there's the hats.
Put this right over there.
We're gonna move along to something I don't know why I got obsessed with this, but I saw this just looked interesting. It's a backpack. Among Us. I was like, that's like aliens. There's something going on. There's astronauts. There's something here. It hasn't even been. It's connected to this little mini backpack on the inside. A triple backpack.
Another one.
It's a triple deal right there. They're all connected. I don't think they're even used at all. I don't think anyone ever used these.
Yeah, this looks. I mean, these straps haven't even been unfolded or adjusted.
So this is high quality Among Us, which I don't know what that is, but it seems like it's a bit of a brand. There's something going on. $8.99. I looked it up. There are lots of these on eBay, and the most recent sales were something like 20. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can get rid of this thing for 10, 15, 20. Who knows? And while I was in that same area, this is a little bit of a stretch. There is no comp on this Code
Okay.
H. But I just think there's something interesting about this. It's very shiny. It's petite. It's like a teenage girl's dream, dude. You could put your makeup in there.
Or even a little 7-year-old.
Even a 7-year-old, or even an adult who's just clinging to their, childhood a little too much.
All the zippers work, so that's good.
All the zippers work. They've got cool.
Is there any hidden gems in this one, like extras, like the other one had?
No.
No, just regular old backpack.
But it looks good to me. I couldn't find a comp, but we're gonna maybe start at like $5 or something and see what happens. $2. It was $6. So if you have someone that might be interested in that, you got to tune into the show whenever we have it. Just we don't know when that's going to be, so stay tuned. This is something I might just want to keep for myself. Code H.
This is my favorite, by far my favorite.
If you're a Penguin fan, if you're a sports fan, if you're a hockey fan, you cannot love. How can you not love this?
How'd you get rid of this? Whoever you are.
By the
First
way,
of all,
it has not been worn. It doesn't look like it's been worn.
Yeah, I know, it's primo, dude.
This is primo. I don't want to sell it. I might wear it during the show. It could become my trademark.
Comment in the
comments.
In the comments if you're interested.
By the way, if you're
sell or keep.
And if you're listening to this, sorry, you have to watch it on YouTube to actually see what we're talking about here. But for the audience, listening audience, it's like
I don't feel like it's a stretch to get on YouTube and check out the video.
That's true. At Rob Raffety YouTube, figure it out. We ought to do it. Got a couple other things in here before we get to the real. Oh, Sean. This is for me, really. This is a duck, as you can tell, hopefully. What do they call these?
That quacked me up.
There's a word for it. That's like
it's a decoy.
A decoy is the word.
Yeah. I don't know if this is this probably is a decoy because it's got a place for the rope to anchor it to something.
Made in the USA. Boom, baby. Bringing it back.
Yep.
I'm probably going to put this down in my house in Duck, North Carolina, if my wife lets me. It has a little stand. Nope. Hang on. There's something in there really exciting. It's got a nice wooden stand here, a firm base. Boom.
Boom.
$8. If I really get crazy, I'll try to unload it on the first episode of our show, but I might want to take it with me. Down to Duck, North Carolina. It's going home, baby. It's going home.
That's right. That's right.
One more thing. This is two more things before we get into the real highlights. Cody knows my wife's a Steelers fan and a wine drinker, and when you mix those two together, this is what comes out. a winged bottle opener with Steelers logo, $4. I'm pretty sure they sell these for like $25 at Heinz Field or whatever it's called now.
So,
Acrisure
Stadium.
Stadium, which you'll never call it. It's Heinz Field forever.
Well,
and it's Three River Stadium, frankly. And it's the Igloo. It's no longer... Anyway, we're not going to go on that rabbit hole now.
Yeah.
And then finally, this also caught my eye. I don't know who on earth would use a napkin holder in life.
I think old people.
Old people.
Who
Who are, I'm sure, going to be all over Whatnot app.
Yeah. But
this is
Coca-Cola.
The Coca-Cola. Unopened.
There are Coca-Cola fanatics out there.
This is completely unopened, so I don't know what that means.
Sealed and packaged.
Where was this made and manufactured? For what end? It has multiple languages on it, so it's not like it's vintage old, but it looks kind of old.
Yeah, but it's a cool,
it's a Coca-Cola collector's item.
Yeah.
So if that's your jam, join the show and bid it up. All right, now we're going to get into the meat.
The nitty-gritty.
I got a little crazy. You might be hearing that. We'll bring that up in a second. First of all, there's a huge section in that store over there of plushies, I guess would be the term. So, what do they call them?
Just plush. It's
plush.
Just plush.
Sorry, not plushies. Just plush.
Nice
Stuffed animals. It's a genre. It's a whole thing. There's tons of them there. I happen to know nothing about stuffed animals, so I was really just going off intuition. I'm somewhat, just barely familiar with Squishmallows. You've heard of these, right?
Yep, Squishmallows.
These are both vintage Squishmallows. I did a little online research in real time, and this guy right here was the last sold for like $25 on eBay. So it was going for $6, $5.99 here.
And he looks good. I don't
looks
see any
very
holes.
good.
I don't see stains. I don't see any
Yeah,
discoloration.
you can't just grab anything. You got to like look it over a little bit.
Right.
This guy's less expensive, and it's a carrot, and has a name. I think it was like Cindy or Carol the Carrot or something like that. So if you're into Squishmallows, these could be like a really good pickup. So, did I mess that up?
I don't know. I was just trying to see, but the tag is covered.
I'm gonna have to fix the tags, and we'll get that all figured out.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the point I'm making. Is this just to getting started? We have probably its own little mini part of the episode will be the stuffed animal portion. We'll probably end with that because it's just kind of like very exciting. Dude, Code H saw this one and this was brilliant. Everyone, Star Wars has lots of voice. Wow, we got some wind action here. Wind is blowing. It's okay. Code H, take it over.
Who doesn't like Grogu from The Mandalorian?
We call that Baby Yoda, right?
Baby Yoda. His real name's Grogu.
Damn, dropping everything, bro.
Put some weight back in that box.
Put some weight back in the box.
But yeah, Grogu looks good. No stains, no discolorations, no tears, no holes. He's super cute. So he's using the Force and say, join our Whatnot show. And,
yes, and he'll use his Force like, you know what I'm saying? All right. Now, the noise you've been hearing there, if it's coming through, what is this? I think you crack it up like that. Did I do? Does it? Or do you do that?
I think you just push him or pull him, because he has a. He has a collar.
Something happened here.
I think there's probably a stick that goes in there, or like a leash.
It's an incomplete product. I may have bit the dust on this one. This may have been a learning lesson. I don't think many people are going to want this if it doesn't have the stick.
He's still cute. Somebody might have a kid that would love that, and they don't care if it has.
It was $5. If I could sell this for $2, I'll call it a win. But we'll find out. Actually, I don't know how to make it shut up.
Is there no off switch?
I don't think there's an off switch, dude.
Oh. Well.
Where's it? All right, but that's not over. It's like about 10 or 12 items right there. We might have a few more that Code H throws into the mix. I'll be right back with the grand.
The best is yet to come.
Well, I don't know if it's great or not.
Wait for this one.
It's pretty wild.
It's pretty fantastic.
So I think this is going to be the showstopper.
Showstopper for sure.
At the very end of the show, we're going to say, who likes Care Bears? I don't particularly like the Care Bears. I actually wasn't a big fan of them. Strawberry Shortcake, Care Bears.
Yeah, wasn't our jam.
More girly.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe is the other side of it. But I know enough to know that Care Bears are a thing. They're pretty popular.
Yeah.
They definitely made a big comeback. Like all the 80s toys, they had a resurgence. I don't know which Care Bear this is. But dude, look at that.
It's giant purple Care Bear.
I think it's Lollipop Care Bear is what it's called or something. Very good condition.
Look at this
I looked
guy.
them up. So when I took a picture of this and looked it up on eBay, I came up with the smaller 6-inch versions that were selling for like $12, $15. This is not a 12-inch. This is a, we have to measure, 48 maybe?
No. That's probably a
36?
we're
gonna have to
I
get
don't know, like a 30-inch bear.
I'm gonna have to get a ruler out at the show to prove people.
Whatever it is, it's giant.
It's giant. It's in great condition.
I mean, its head is bigger than yours.
And I saw it once I finally got the full dimensions of it uploaded to eBay. I was able to see that one of these recently sold for $75.
That's what it's about right there.
So
hidden gems.
this
at the
one
Goodwill.
was $6,
$5.99.
$5.99, and I think I'm gonna try to flip it for like $10 if I'm lucky.
Hey.
Someone's gonna get this, and they're gonna be really happy, and I'm gonna learn in the process how to use whatnot. So on behalf of Code H
That
and
be,
Lollipop Bear,
yeah,
and the city of Buckhannon,
in the wind.
in the wind. Hopefully it's not picking up too much on the mic. Who cares if it is? I appreciate all of you for just being here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna post about this on Twitter at Rob Raffety. I'm gonna post a picture of everything I'm putting up there. I'm gonna select a date and time, very specific. I don't know when. I'm gonna coordinate with Code H. We're gonna have to find a venue. We have to get settled in. We have to get some familiarity with the product or with the platform. But frankly, you're not gonna learn until you do it. There's this saying like, do you want to get in shape? You can read about push-ups all day long. That's not going to do anything for you. You eventually have to actually do a push-up. So we're going to read about how to do a live auction on whatnot, but eventually we're just going to get in there and figure it out. We're going to break things, probably screw up, and maybe like 1 or 2 people will be there, and we'll probably lose $50 on this exciting. But it might be it could be a starting point. It could be the start of something really exciting, dude.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or not.
Either way, it's a way to entertain ourselves while I'm here in Buckhannon, spend time with my old high school chum.
Yeah, buddy.
That's what it's all about. All right.
I love it.
Thank you for tuning in to Raff's Brain. We'll see you next time. And just stay tuned. There's a lot going on. A lot of moving pieces. If you listen to the show, you know there's all sorts of issues I'm dealing with now. So we're going to let that, as that gets resolved, then we'll get the date on the calendar. And we're going to take a next step. And it could be the next great, amazing chapter in our lives. Stay tuned.
What not? Why not?
Why not? Why not? Thanks, folks. See you next time. Bye-bye.